But I guarantee you, this is gonna be some. It's gonna be some underground cult favorite with college potheads out there.
You gotta pay extra to get the uncut.
Oh yeah,
You got to meet some guy in the back alley.
Yeah.
Yo, I got what you need.
yeah. I got that show dogs.
Show dogs uncut.
You want to see that scene? The scene we're
you
talking
gotta
about?
run out there.
You got to go out and see this shit before Friday.
I never thought I would say these words. Rush out and see show dogs. DTmerch.com. Go over there, buy some stuff. And remember that we have our 25% off sale going on for our spring sale up until May 25th. DoubleToasted.com. Many ways to subscribe. Keep the audio if you do leave. We want you to stay here, but keep the audio. You can always find that on iTunes and SoundCloud. Always free. But for those who are staying, keep that subscription going by many ways, but I would use the Amazon account that you have. We have an Amazon Pay button. Put your username, password in there. Ooh, toasty goodness. All over. So y'all might have heard the controversy. People have been warning families to keep your child away from that dog movie. There's something in here that they say will put your child in danger. And on top of that, it's just a shitty movie anyway. A bad movie that's also going to get your child raped one day.
What?
Yeah, man. It's kind of crazy with this. This is insane. And it's not just for the part that people consider putting children in danger. Mm-hmm. This shit is crazy. And you got about a good hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes before you even get to that sweet spot right there.
I feel like I hit it the second I walked into the theater, man.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. All right.
Yeah, I don't know how Corey Goodwin felt about it, but I saw it and it took a little while to. No, it didn't. This shit was crazy right off the bat.
From the very beginning, from Ludacris cracking a joke about saying, wow, that's ludicrous. I was like,
Yeah, man. Let us show you this trailer right here. It's one of those movies I am glad I got to witness in my lifetime. I love this kind of shit.
Oh, it's on that list.
Oh, yeah.
I might go pay to see this again this weekend.
Man, these are the kind of movies, when I say, man, I don't like bad movies. I went to film school. No, man. I just learned to embrace these movies because I love them. Because, as I said, there's some really, really, really bad movies out there that rival the great movies because you will never witness anything like that ever again. And it's so much that you might not ever witness this again because they're talking about taking this out and hiding it in some vault somewhere where even Indiana Jones can't find it.
You think we're going to get a director's cut when it come out on DVD?
Oh, I hope we do, man. I hope there's more of that crazy shit in there that we can't see.
A Snyder cut.
3 extra hours.
No. Dog rape. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer. Y'all probably saw the trailer before. It's insane. If you haven't, you in for a treat. And we'll elaborate on that insanity after this.
Kenny Wax?
It's payback time.
Wait.
The pain passes, but the beauty shall remain.
Okay, now that I look at this.
Stanley Tucci.
No, Martin.
Right, he's already been doing Transformers films. This is not below that.
And his face was shown in Transformers. This is a step up for him.
Yeah.
When he played Merlin in Transformers, he
Drunk
sold
Merlin.
a drunk-ass Merlin.
Yeah.
Alcoholic Merlin. He
He covered
sold.
in so many prosthetics, I couldn't even tell that was him.
I knew it was him the moment I saw him. You ain't hiding behind that
He
shit.
was in the 4th one as well.
Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah, when he was
right.
running around China.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
Bootleg
no.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's right.
Yeah. I see you, Tucci. You ain't hiding from nobody. And now that I look at this trailer right here, no, man, this don't prepare you for what you get when you see this movie. Because y'all looking at this, and this is like, man, it looks like any kind of typical kids movie out there.
Like
talking
Beverly
animal
Hills
kids
Chihuahua.
movie. Yeah.
Less.
Yeah. CG moving dogs, fart jokes, just little childish things that kids like. Nah, man, it don't prepare you for that. Because even when I went in, I was looking at this, and my first thought was for the first few minutes, I said, why am I looking at this big?
Right.
Yeah.
Why is this on 100-foot screen right
Am
now?
I in stadium seating watching this shit? Who allowed this to happen?
Yeah, who let this go? I should be This should be a DVD,
Right.
On a box with some bad Photoshop art.
Yeah.
You know, it should have like that. It should have that dog's leg around Will Arnett. You know, Will Arnett's looking distressed with his badge on.
It should be in that big ass basket at Walmart for like 2 for $5.
Yeah.
You
So-
should only see this when you're picking up your kid from somebody's daycare that they're running out of the back of their house.
Yeah. Little dog sticking out the corner. Hola! You know, it's like this. This is because you look at this and you're thinking like, man, this is. I thought this age was done. You know, I thought
Kevin Spacey brought it back.
Oh man, what's that?
I said Kevin Spacey brought it
that's
back.
right, 9 Lives. I forgot about that. I blocked that out of my mind because the last thing I remembered, and we're beginning to notice a pattern with this too. Last thing I remember before 9 Lives was them guinea pigs. What G-Force?
Oh, they were an elite team of animal spies.
What about my team?
Since they're guinea pigs.
With your boy Will Arnett.
I'm back.
Maybe he's the one orchestrating all this.
Love them talking animals, man.
He's in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too.
Oh yeah. Damn.
He's got an addiction. He got a problem.
Yeah.
Will Arnett needs some help. Hanging around these talking animals, man. Get this boy some help. It ain't doing nobody no favors right here. And here's what's crazy about this. Unless you got something to add right now, go ahead.
It's chaos, man.
It is.
This is chaos in film. It's ridiculous.
First of all, you question the plot because the plot is about a police dog named Max who goes undercover at a dog show to find a stolen baby panda. And here's where it gets okay. So here's where it gets weird. Weirder. Here's where it gets weirder. The dog, when they open up the movie, you thinking it's police dog. This dog is undercover by himself.
Yeah.
Like he ain't got no trainer, he ain't got no human partner, got him on a leash. This dog is working. He ain't no fucking police dog. He's a detective.
It's a private eye.
Yeah.
Oh.
And keep in mind, this
Who hires him?
Mark, this is the world where dogs can just join the police force like any other human being.
Okay.
They just go in there and sign, just sign a form, and they go to police camp, or police training
Academy.
It's not no Scooby-Doo shit because the rest of the world has these dogs that are on leashes that are dogs. Not Max. Max not only joined the force and does not work with no partners. That's how much carte blanche that Max has. Because when Max gets back to the precinct, Max can just walk into any kind of shit he wants to. Max walks into meetings. He interrupts people's interrogations.
They give him a company card.
Man.
And then the credit card and a company card to drive around.
He's like the Dirty Harry of dogs, man. I don't work with anybody. And that's even how. That's the crazy shit with this. That's how he meets Will Arnett, because they're both investigating this case and they don't know that the other is doing it.
Okay.
And you thinking to yourself, what kind of police precinct is this where they don't know what their cops are doing or investigating what cases, and one of them happens to be a fucking dog.
Yeah, because Will Arnett comes in as an FBI agent. And they bring in your boy, the dog here, played by Ludacris. And he's like, I don't need a partner. It's like, so does the chief understand that the dog say he don't want a partner?
Yeah.
And like they just don't put him with I feel like you can't do this by yourself.
The dog just walking around the precinct with nobody looking at him. He just got a key that nobody else has. Mm-hmm. And the dog is funny because the dog is gone rogue. And nobody says anything about it, man. Max is running shit in this world, man. and it's funny because he's just not like a cop. He's not a cop. He's like a super cop. They got him doing the shit like the jumping over the car.
Oh, T.J. Hooker.
That T.J. Hooker 70s cop show shit.
Driving cars.
Yeah, man. It's like they can't be consistent of what this world is like.
Yeah, man, and all of this is before you get to Vegas, which majority of the film takes place in. Like, you only spend like 10, 15 minutes in New York, and then everything else is this dog show that they entered the day before. So you're just like, all right.
Like, you just went, ran, didn't fill out no forms or anything.
No,
you
we're
just
here
walked
now.
in. Yeah, I got a dog. Can I enter? Oh, and the dog even has to vouch for Will Arnett.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about it, is that they treat this like they can't understand the dogs, and the dogs are just dogs. But the bounce, Will Arnett comes up to the bouncer. This is him in G-Force. I just found this picture. We're gonna stick with this. But he walks up to the bouncer at the dog show, and he's like, the guy's like, where your dog at? And he's like, all right, well, he's around here somewhere. Can I just come in? I'll find him in there somewhere. And then the dog, Max walks up, and the bouncer looks over at Max, and he's like, this guy with you? And Max gives him a little head nod, and the bouncer's like, go on in, man. Put your dog on a leash. I was like, if the dog can vouch for a human being, he don't need no fucking leash.
Yeah, and at this point, Max has his own dog, so it's Will Arnett.
It's like
with
some
dog
meta
that has
thing
a
going on.
dog.
Oh, this is like where Goofy is a dog, but so is Pluto.
Kinda. But except that even Pluto and Goofy make more sense than this right here.
I feel like you guys missed the more obvious thing is, why is there a bouncer at a dog show?
Well, this is like an after party thrown for dogs, and like all these dogs are just running loose. None of them are on leashes. So
And Martin, please don't make me make sense out of this, because I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is the one time they dropped to explain something in the movie, because the dog has to explain it. Because Max is like, oh man, why'd that dog get a bodyguard right there? And they're like, Max, you dumbass, he's worth $1 million. Of course he's got a bodyguard. So all these valuable dogs are walking around, so they need guards everywhere. It's the one fucking thing that makes sense in the movie.
But a Rottweiler just walks in with no leash.
With no leash. It would actually make more sense if Max had Will Arnett on a leash.
Okay.
That's how it feels after this
And
movie.
this is my boy Sherman.
Claudio.
That would make more sense than this did.
In that panda that they got to get, like all these things are CG. Like that panda, they try to make that
That
panda.
Snuggles Bear.
Yeah, exactly. They try to make that panda cute, but they can't. The panda just look like he's strung out because he's always making these weird noises. Am I lying?
Yeah, like it's like are they doping this panda up with heroin to keep him docile? And like all the animals in here are like ridiculously smart. So it's like, how did you get captured? Like this panda opens like 4 cages in this movie. Max opens up a cage in the kennel. He memorizes a password and opens that bitch up.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
There's some Planet of the Apes shit going on here, man. But with different animals. Like that panda, they play that panda dumb. Like that panda just says,
And it's a baby panda, by
It's
the
a
way.
baby panda.
Yeah.
But at the right moment, that panda just discovers like there's a hook there and like, and panda even like tries to get a guy killed. He releases it's a she rather. She releases a tiger on a dude. and the whole time she's like,
Spoilers, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, fuck that.
Sorry if you like came to this expecting a spoiler-free review of Show Dogs. But yeah, spoilers all throughout this.
Man, you spoil Solo and Infinity Wars all you want to, but not Dog Show or Show Dogs, whatever the hell this is. Yeah, man, this is insane. And you know what? Max is annoying. And the
great Ludacris?
Because he's voiced by Ludacris, who, by the way, just because your name is Ludacris, don't mean you got to do ludicrous shit like this. Because it's one of those films where they got an animal, they got a talking animal, and they have to, ethnic him up because they want the animal to have attitude.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So, of course, now that you got a rapper playing this dog, he's got to be all in the hip hop and everything.
After 5 hours in a travel crate, we're listening to my music.
You stop, Max, stop it.
And he's hard. He's from the streets. I'm from the streets. I don't need to sleep in a bed. I'll sleep on the ground.
Oh, they do say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you say? He says, been on the floor, always take the flow.
Were you in prison?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you gangster. So this is yeah, man. It's I'm usually go ahead, man.
I'll say we're leaving out because we're talking about Will Arnett and we're talking about Max, but one of my favorites, 2 favorite characters we kind of just dropped off. The girl from Orange is the New Black, Natasha.
Oh, Natasha Lyonne.
Oh, yeah.
Man, she is in here and she for the most part is trying to do something in here. She's trying something.
Yeah.
And there's a part where she gets knocked out. Like she gets
It's one of those scenes where somebody gets like they turn a corner and you don't even hear anything. Like, I gotta help her. You go over there, you turn the corner, they just on the ground.
just sprawled out. And like you're like, man, she must be in serious pain. She gets up. Where's my dog?
Yeah.
Not even like, oh God, where am I? Where's Daisy?
I'm usually not hard on movies like this because the dumb movies that are meant for kids.
Sure, it's like picking on a kid with Down syndrome.
Yeah, I mean it's easy to dismiss a movie like this. I ain't gonna look, not for this silly shit right here. I ain't gonna lose my mind over something like this.
It shouldn't be in a theater.
Show dogs. No, it should not be in the theaters, but it is. Somebody take their kid to see it because the kid want to get out the house and mom wants a break from dad or something. I'm sure it serves a purpose for somebody somewhere. I'm not gonna walk in the show dogs and walk out saying, well, this is really thin on plot. I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm a grown man. I ain't gonna sit up here and play that with this movie right here. And now, there's even some times that I laughed in this movie, but not for the reason why they wanted me to.
I was in the same boat as you, man.
What were you laughing at?
I was laughing at there's this dog, I think it's the one played by Stanley Tucci, like the Pipion or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Like this moment where he's like, "You have rejected me. How dare you?" And it's like he's like one of those dogs where their eyes are always watery. So it looks like this dog is acting its ass.
And like the dog is actually crying.
Yeah, he's like, "You betrayed me, but I still love you."
That's
my God.
See, that's what's so funny to me. Like these talking animal movies, man. I just laugh because they they got the CG down with this. Because I think about days, the days pre-Babe, pre-Babe the pig, where if you had a talking animal, the animal either had to be a cartoon character, an animated character, or the dog had to speak through telekinesis.
He's Shadow. Something doesn't smell right. She's Sassy.
Cats rule and dogs drool.
Where they move their mouths.
Yeah, when they went the Mr. Ed route where they just put a bunch of peanut butter in his mouth.
And the animal just suffering, trying to get that peanut butter.
Just lots of editing.
And they had to have the dude fit the mouth. But that's kind of what makes me laugh with these, because they get these little hyperactive animals too in this, and even with Max, like you look like when these dogs are talking, like Max is all right, but these other side characters, like they're little dogs, you can tell that somebody has them off screen getting their attention, and the dogs are looking around, and their mouths are still talking. You know what it looks like? It looks like somebody's having the happiest stroke they've ever had. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna solve this case, right?
And Gabriel Iglesias' voice is coming out of it.
Yeah, fluffy. Yeah, like because they can never focus.
Right.
It's like if I'm talking to you like this right now, Mark, I'm just jumping every now and then. It makes me laugh when they do that, man.
Right after you have your Turkish coffee, that is how you talk to me.
Yeah. Well, y'all ready to start the show now? I am. You need help, man? Gotcha. I'm getting some giggles as a grown man just because it looks funny. If I'm laughing at this, some kid is gonna have a great time with this, even if it's not that great of a movie and does not belong on that screen up there. But that's when the movie starts to get weird. It's like this, and it doesn't take long. Out of all that shit we were talking about, Max being a dog, working alone, running the precinct, it manages to get weird, and it manages to get even a little creepy. Now, the thing with this movie right here is that it focuses a lot, for some reason, on this dog's body parts. First, they focus a lot on this dog's ass. And now y'all saw like the fart jokes in here and everything, and that's to be expected for a kid's movie. And then they go to some weird spot where Max has to get his asshole waxed. What? And the movie tells you, and it gets where it gets weird because Will Arnett does this, and everybody's telling this dog, that's because the judges, they need to see everything. And I was like, what kind of dog show is this where a dog's asshole depends on where they get the...
It's the Harvey Weinstein dog.
There you go. Yeah. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, you know what, man? Somebody getting off on this. Looking at this dog's ass. That dog's asshole ain't got nothing to do with the talent that they got. But that's I'm an adult. Maybe I'm reading a little bit into it. But was that not weird to you?
It was weird, and that is like not the weirdest thing in here. That's like there's still other things in here that get sexually more graphic than that.
Yeah, because
anything involving lipstick?
No. But I'm sure the director's cut what happens. No, I said, all right, it's weird that they need to wax a dog's asshole, but maybe that's just a little joke for the parents out there. Yeah. I still think it's a little odd, but we can let that slide. But then they move down to the dog's balls.
Okay.
And they really obsess on this dog's balls. Because they have this joke where they go in and they start, because they got to, I don't know why, but they have to like grab the dog from underneath, I guess, to see his form or something. And when they work down to the dog's balls, you're like, man, they're way too obsessed for this for a kid's movie. And that's where it gets really uncomfortable, because at this point, and I'm just going to call it for what it is. At this point, we realize that the dog, he's being molested. It's more than just testing his form. This dog he's being raped.
Yeah.
Because Will Arnett keeps grabbing his junk, and he keeps telling him, he keeps saying, Max, this don't hate me. This is just part of the show. And every time they do it, Max like, get the fuck off me. He's attacking.
Yeah.
Because Max don't like it.
Mm-hmm. And no, his little partner there is a professional show dog who he breaks out of doggy jail at some point, and he's telling him, "Yo, like you have to do this. Like the judges are gonna do this, so you gotta go to your happy place and just blank out and just don't think about it. They're gonna touch your balls, just black out." And you're just like,
yeah, that's where it gets weird, man. Because this dog, it'd be different if he was just a dog and didn't know what was happening. They really were testing his form, but Max has to withdraw, like somebody who's actually being sexually violated, and at that point they're just kind of like, just let it happen. Just let it happen. Just don't do it. Don't fight.
And like because they animate his face, like in like his eyes and mouth and everything, like they show the part where he's just zoning out, and you're just like, yo,
yeah. And here's Martin. You got your mouth wide open right now. Oh, but the shit gets deeper, because while Max is zoned out, he starts thinking about the theme from Dirty Dancing. Y'all know, the time of my life. Martin, while he's thinking about this, while that song is playing in his head, the dog is upright, embraced with Will Arnett, and they are romantically staring into each other's eyes, and they are dancing while fireworks are going off. So not only is this dog being raped, but he's been touched by Will Arnett he's been touched by Will Arnett so many times.
He's got
Stockholm syndrome, and he has a gay crush on Will Arnett, man. Martin, I'm not making this up.
This is all in the film. And like we're explaining this, but like there's so much other stuff that's in that scene. Like he's having flashbacks, like, you're a good dog, you've done this, and there's like hearts flying around and fireworks. You're just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so traumatic.
And man, and when all this is happening, when it's done, he's so into Will Arnett. Will Arnett has like raped him into submission that when it's done,
he gave him the Mike Tyson.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna fuck you till you love me. I'll eat your asshole alive. He looks at Will.
Let's put a pin in that.
Man, I'm telling y'all, we're not reading this because of what happened in the news. He looks at Will Arnett because he's just so in submission into Will Arnett at this point that he looks at Will Arnett and he's like, did I do good? I went to my happy place, Will. I did you good, right? And it's like, oh my God, this poor dog. This is not right. I'm glad I saw it, but because it's fucking weird.
Wow.
And it needs to be seen to be believed. Mm-hmm. Am I lying?
Yeah, man. Like in this. Again, like we're just talking about, there's so much stuff to talk about with this movie. The voice acting in this first of all, being terrible, but second of all, like they hire people like Shaquille O'Neal and RuPaul and like all these other people where it's like weird. And they got like RuPaul being like this, the dog of this like really eccentric like photographer.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, Hunty, we're gonna mate. And you're like, what? We're gonna have puppies. And we're gonna do this. You're like, oh.
The RuPaul dog actually is, and stick around because there's a twist to this. The RuPaul dog, like he has like this flamboyant gay guy, and he comes up and he's like, your dogs and my dog will make beautiful puppies. And meanwhile, the dog is like, hey, Bo, that's right. I like what I'm saying here. And I was like,
he's dressed up in like hot pants and like a fur coat. It's like.
It looked like some shit out of Baps.
It did. It was a hood rat, gay female dog. And then like Shaq's in here and he's playing the $1 million dog and he's like zenned out the whole time. But of course he can't, like all the celebrities in here can't help but to throw in their catchphrases. So like the RuPaul dog is like, sashay away. And Shaq is like, I have 4 championships, three MVPs. I have All-Star 15 times. They're like,
hey Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
Well, Kobe.
And it's Shaquille O'Neal. It might as well be the same goddamn Shaquille O'Neal from Steel. You look at the trailer, you see these dogs dancing. It is so much. Did that dog just dab?
Yeah. That was in the movie. I was like, okay. That was halfway through the movie too.
Yeah, man. When they say that right there, I can see. I thought they were making a big deal about it. I was like, it ain't that bad. I saw this. I was like, how the hell did this ever make it past anybody get up on this screen like that?
There's still so much crazy things. Like I feel like we could talk about this movie for an hour and we still wouldn't be able to like scratch the surface because there's stuff in here where like these dogs go out on dates with no leashes in the middle of Vegas and they somehow manage to zip line.
Yeah.
Like they go zip lining, Martin. Like in that big hallway that's got the big screen in Vegas. They go zip lining down it, and then they break into a Japanese restaurant and are eating shrimp. The guys
on the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
There are no rules. At one moment, they're eating trash like stray dogs. There's a moment where they actually bring up,
fellas, why are we doing this?
Yeah. There's a moment where Max
door.
has a date and brings up and the dogs are happy, like, oh, trash, my favorite. And then the next moment, they're Benihanas eating shrimp. Or, as he said, they're doing shit that humans do. They're on a zip line. How they got there, we don't know.
They interrupt a magic show.
Yeah, they're
in the magic show, Mark. Like a cage is on fire and the guy covers it up. Then they say the dogs are there. And
there are no rules in this world. Everything goes, Martin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Again, okay, I'll still try to leave some stuff for you guys. But in the beginning of this movie, there are pigeons that are in New York, and Max is somehow talking to them, and they're having a conversation. And when Max goes on a date with this female dog, those pigeons are there in Vegas, and they're like, he's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, we followed you here. I was like, but y'all flew from New York to Vegas in a day?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, man, those some fast.
You did.
Some fast pigeons, man. Anything goes in this world. Jet propelled pigeons, man. Why not? You know, and if we're talking about the credits, it's like the movie just won't stop.
It won't.
They made up.
Singers?
They made up outtakes with the dogs. They're not real outtakes. It's almost like the dogs are real actors.
The only thing I hate more than outtakes are fake outtakes.
They are
These
fake
are fake
outtakes.
as hell.
These are fake outtakes. And when I went to see it, so you saw it, nobody was in your theater.
Not a single soul besides me.
I went early in the day. It's sort of a nice part of town, and that's old people time. When no kids, nothing but old people just looking for something to do. And even they start getting up and leaving. They're like, man, I'm too old for this shit. Life is way too short to be watching show dogs right now.
Oh, there was the RuPaul dog.
Oh, where?
Yeah, you got to go back. It showed up. It just show you how flamboyantly it was a couple.
In a leopard coat.
Back.
Oh, that ghetto ass
coat. Yeah.
Yo, yeah, there you go, that ghetto ass dog right there, man.
Chain and it's got, you can't see it, but it's wearing hot pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
All up in that dog's ass. Waxed ass. And the twist here is that this dog right here is like, I like what I'm seeing. Girl, I'm going to get some of that. The twist is, and again, a world where anything goes, no rules. Dogs either are dogs that humans own or they just do their own thing. The twist is that, oh, dear, that was just a ruse. I don't talk like that.
Oh, okay.
Turns out this dog was undercover, too.
Of course.
On a secret mission. And they set it up to where they have a sequel to where Ghetto Dog is actually the head of a secret organization. And it's like,
not this again.
No, like I'm in Homeland Security.
There you go.
No, excuse me, the CIA. I work for the CIA, and this, and I shit you not, Martin. The last frame of this movie before credits is Max, the main dog in this, looks at the screen and goes, "Here we go again." It's like,
Iris out. Dog hanging out in a jacuzzi, giving Max his next mission. Oh, that was just an actor, dear boy.
Oh, no.
Anything goes. In show dogs, I tell you what, if nothing else, I ain't never seen a movie. I've never seen a movie as unapologetically free with this script to do whatever they want to do. They made this up when they went along, as they went along. This is from the moment you have a script where it's like a dog goes undercover at a dog show. Undercover for what? Man, I don't know. It's a fucking panda. Make the movie.
Why are you asking questions? Let's just tell our story.
Why are they smuggling pandas at dog show? Chill. It makes sense. You think about it. No,
it don't. Like they had to work their way around that panda in this movie. I guarantee you that. This is
Yeah, I was gonna ask what the panda had to do with the dog.
not a
show.
goddamn
Nothing. It's
Nothing.
nothing. It just happens. Oh, and that was another one of my favorite things in this Coleman. Again, we spoiling the fuck out this shit. Like you would think that the person that's hiding like the panda would have it at like a completely like different spot. This bitch is just behind the curtains.
Oh yeah.
Like the guy comes around the corner. I was like, the panda's in the back room this whole time.
The panda breaks out, pulls a curtain back, is on a merry-go-round in the middle of the show.
Yeah, at the middle of the party. So like no one's seeing this panda. Like,
And everybody sees it because it's a dog that looks like the panda. Woman almost left with the panda. Like it was a dog. They just like right there, right behind the curtain. They everything they talking about on the phone. Yeah, we got the panda. People can hear this shit going on. I think there's an illegal panda ring behind this curtain.
are those BoJack Horseman checks that bad where you had to do this shit?
Yeah.
Probably, but it's probably that, besides, BoJack Horseman not lighting the world on fire, and okay, this came through, maybe it's got something of a paycheck, and it's something my kids or my niece and nephew can see.
He's already done Ninja Turtles.
I know.
No, man.
He's already done G-Force.
I'm trying to.
This man got a talking animal fetish.
Yeah,
BoJack Horseman. He is a talking animal.
That's right.
Will Arnett got help this man before he strikes again with G-Force 2 or something. I'm telling y'all, man.
Show Dogs too. Here we go again. It's gotta happen.
Here we go again. It was on a ruse, dear boy. No, man. It's bullshit. But it's bullshit you must witness. It's bullshit you must see. But I guarantee you, it's gonna be some underground cult favorite with college potheads out there.
You gotta pay extra to get the uncut.
Oh yeah.
You gotta meet some guy in the back alley. Yo, I got what you need.
Yeah, I got that Show Dogs.
Show Dogs uncut.
You want to see that scene? The scene we're talking
gotta
about?
run out there.
You gotta go out and see this shit before Friday, before 2 days from now.
I never thought I would say these words. Rush out and see Show Dogs today.
We're gonna cause a surge in ticket sales for Show Dogs.
See this now while you can. This is full price bullshit. And normally I would say, hey man, it's bullshit. Don't rush out and see it. You'll catch it at some point. But no, catch this before they take that scene out.
Yeah, you gotta go see it before this weekend. But yeah, this is definitely a 100%. Was it full price bullshit?
Some full price bullshit.
You gotta go out and see this because again, like it's something where imagination went into this. Like they thought they had a good premise, they thought they had a good movie, and it just fell apart.
So yeah,
please go out and see this, y'all. Please, I want to see this be in the top 5 this weekend when I do the box office.
And I want a news story to say thank you, Double Toasted, Mr. Goodwin, Mr. Coleman, thank you.
Well, now that you guys talked about it, it'll take down Thanos.
Oh yeah, shit. Wait, cause Solo can wait. He gonna have all this stuff in his.
They don't have to edit out somebody getting molested in Solo, but Show Dog they have
to. Lando's molested Solo.
They have to do this.
They have to.
Jabba's gonna do this.
Go to your happy place.